The movie starts with our man Jason dripped out in this Mortal Kombat looking ass fit. He's so dripped out that the old lady just had to invite him over for some dinner. Natural, he agrees. So the old lady heads back to her crib where she's doing some work on her laptop when a virus message pops up with a call helpline and she calls it. She gets connected to this Dexter's Laboratory Johnny Test looking ass white guy who walks her through the process of getting premium debit alert backshots. And oh my boy, she's got 2 million.
Oh my God!
I might need to switch careers. I am clearly in the wrong industry. Fast forward several hours and our boy pulls up to her crib. He knocks but no answer, so he goes in and peeps a pistol on the floor when Shawty pulls up behind him with a blick, forcing him to his knees. I almost thought I was watching another type of movie. She's cuffing him when he apologizes. She questions why till the camera pans to her mother. The old lady killed herself. To be honest, I totally understand. The cops pull up and start asking our boy who he is, and this brother replies by saying, I keep bees if I ever ask a brother who he is, and he tells me some cryptic shit like I keep bees. Respectfully, I'm going to smack him. We find out he's retired. He pops out the old line and calls in for some info, and he pulls up to their office with 2 gas tanks, and you already know, let's get straight into the hands. 2 guards are up front talking about some, go back where you came from. I'm going to count till 3.
Look at this dude.
My boy Adam goes 1, 2, 3, what next, and they just go off. Both guards reach for their pocket rockets when he grabs the right one's gun, first knocking him out and smacks the hell out of the other. Before pulling up Terminator style into the building, he pulls up to the front desk talking about, tell them to evacuate, then heads in, and the first thing does is tell them to repeat after him. No one listens till he uses the closes brother's head as a stress reliever before saying it again. Repeat after me, I will never steal from the weak and innocent again, and what's worse, they shook as hell and said it. So he starts pouring gas over anything and everything, and Dexter pulls up with boys really trying to jump. Left hook drop, face plant down, and then he proceeds to turn an office stapler into a boxing glove and flooring his next victim and assaulting this man's face before stomping this unfortunate victim into a floor rag. And of course, what's a good action movie with? But of course them boys cannot take this fade lying down. They most definitely have to run it back. So they pull up to Adam's crib and shoot up his bees. One of these NPC movie mother I'm going to learn. They pull up into his garage, and in this discount Johnny Test starts talking shit. In reply, our protagonist decides to start moving like prime 1996 slasher movie Scream. He even in his fire Mortal Kombat fit too. Noob Cybot would be proud. He pops out behind this one before smacking him. Like he owe him $100, then executes this Assassin's Creed ass move. Leaving only discount Dexter. Looking a bit suspect there, Jason. He takes discount Dexter and basically runs his fingers through a high pressure cutter, and yeah. Fast forward and Dexter's reporting to his boss when he pulls him out, straps him to a car belt, and then proceeds to launch him. Our big bad is shook. He goes to report to Big Uncle Wallace, who's practically shitting his pants once he finds out who they're up against. Apparently a beekeeper is the special ops of the special ops, and them niggas do not play. Big Uncle Wallace makes a call, and they send a current beekeeper after our retired veteran. She pulls up looking like something out of Suicide Squad with a double-barreled SMG. The cops arrive, and she lights them up just before they get to scrapping, and he putting her through that work, making this shit look like WWE before sending her to the nether realm. Bruce Lee would be proud. She goes crazy and hops on her truck, pulling the cover to reveal a fucking minigun. And she just goes crazy. Adam pulls out a honey jar, then Prime Tarek Skewball pitches it into her skull. He would be proud. With her shit rocked, he proceeds to light her as on fire before dipping in simply flaming stuff. Fast forward, and we're at the second location. There's a whole SWAT team out the perimeter when this motherhum just strolls right into their center talking about, I don't want anyone to get hurt. And as you can imagine, arm twist and throw, knee strike, metal bending his next victim into airing his chamber out into his own squad mates, then tossing him like a bowling ball into the others. Elbows his next victim before hitting the next one with a 1-2 combo before launching this nigga so high he'd start believing he could fly. Now we're in, and the head operator refuses to evacuate. They even clapping as the Wallace's team gets sent out, only for this to happen. He gets the fucking shit up when the ops pull up and just start letting the rockets fly. So he out that bitch like Flash, and they giving pursuit like a Call of Duty 4v1 chase down. Bodies start dropping. They find one dead, and my man pulls some hangman type shit before foot blasting the shit out the other's head. Nigga out here moving like Prime Ronaldo. He on the move again. Wraps the cable around the ops boss gun before metal bending some bullets into his affiliates, and they get Brother has a bloody hammer on him, and he's swinging that bitch too. They get to tussling. Adam spins him before hitting him with that Prime John Jones knee special. All boy eats it before swinging, but Adam grabs an extinguisher for the block. The can splits open and the air gets blurred. And brother, he gave this boy the work. I'm talking about Prime Mortal Kombat X, Jax's finisher. Talking about Bruce Lee flow like water rapid punching beat down. For disrespecting this man with a final move. On some, everything can become a weapon-ass move. He smacks this man with the extinguisher. Camera pans to our boy Booby trapping the elevator entrance before dipping into the elevator and onto the roof as the ops pull up guns blazing. Adam detonates the mini-bomb he put on the elevator cable, and as the ops try to dip before getting turned into minced meat, the few lucky ones who got out get pulled back by the trap set. And this brother is just here staring at them with the most menacing stare you can imagine. So we're back in the control center. He's putting the work on these brothers before using a stapler to interrogate this gentleman. He folds and Adam's off, our suicide mama's daughter's partner. Meets him on the way and is swiftly dispatched, and this boy just starts begging. Suicide mama's daughter pulls up, but Adam's gone. This brother was on the lock screen, and once news of his boys getting Call of Duty squad wiped gets to Uncle Wallace, he shook, talking about call your mother. And he does, and that's when we find out this idiot is the president's son. Fast forward, and Big Uncle Wallace done called another team, and this discount Lesnar-looking ass is already shitting his pants. Apparently he has killed a beekeeper before. This was the result. Our boy Adam is on the move. He moving through sewers, cutting through metal bars, and he out. He gets under a trailer, and then he's in. He lets himself get caught. They got him on his knees and everything. All that just to do this. He disarms this bootleg Brock Lesnar, putting a shot in him, everybody getting one, grabs a victim's arm and turns it into a spring roll before thrashing them down a flight of steps. The mother and son duo shouting, passing around blame like a hot potato. Our boy is giving the SWAT team the work, flips this brother onto the shield before smacking the dog shit out of this one, sitting him on his head as up and everything. He back to that metal bending as everybody getting that work. His next opponent is none other than bootleg Lesnar, and boy do they get to scrapping. I'm talking about straight violence. They get to boxing blow for blow before bootleg Lesnar starts treating Adam like a whack-a-mole. Adam's got a knee to the ground ass facing up when he grabs a shattered glass and stabs it into bootleg Lesnar's jaw. He follows with a right. Lesnar eats that shit. Couple more rounds of boxing and they looking like this. They off again. They struggling for a stab. Yellow head gets the blade's tip into Adam's abdomen. He goes for another stab before our boy Adam notices something interesting. Once all boy's prosthetic leg is gone, he gets put to work, spin move, chest stab. He even get his own weapon take right before the most diabolical finish.
Finish him!
Fast forward and he's at the door. Big Uncle Wallace trying to holla at him, but my boy's straight. He blows the door open and our dear antagonist decides to take his mother, the president, hostage. Our suicide daughter pulls up with her partner holding 2 extended bullet launchers. Adam gives a brief monologue, law or justice. All boy like, fuck it, and tries to end his own mother when he gets hit with that prime cowboy quick shot pose with the meanest mug too. All boy dead and Adam just straight dips. Case facts. Multiple bodies caught. That's maximum degree homicide, arson, destruction of property, assault, battery, and just about every crime you can think of under the sun. Verdict: certified menace. The movie really is just about how one man ran countless fades back to back and won. With that said, solid movie. Like, subscribe and hit me up with any recommendations if y'all got any.